Now recording.
All right.
Why is its name Craig?
I don't know.
It's so strange.
All right. I'm going to go into the general because I'm trying to do that on my computer and then whatever. Jeff will have to edit out a few minutes, but technically we're recording.
Okay.
So, just these two fools tonight, unless
Just two fools stumbling.
Chad's work daddy lets him come out of his room.
Yeah. Can't imagine his work emergency, if it's not something he can do from home, is going to be something that allows him to
Did
come
he have
out
to
and
go
play.
in?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Even if he has to do it from home, I mean, it's usually not something he can flip a switch. Oh.
I mean, he probably can, but then they've probably also screwed up all of those switches so many times that it stopped being an option 10 breaks ago.
Yeah, they flipped the switch 100 times, and when it stopped flipping, they called Chad.
That sounds reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you do anything fun this week?
This weekend?
See, we'll hold off on movie stuff until Chad might show up, but
I didn't watch anything. Well, I'm on the last episode of the third season of Night Agent on Netflix.
How is that?
It's not bad.
Parts of the first season multiple times now, and
the first season was good. I liked it. It had a decent play to it. The second season kind of, because in the first one he's just a guy answering the phone, and he gets pulled into trying to help this girl who calls in for help, and he ends up doing all the, running around fighting the bad guys, saving the world kind of shit. And then in the second one, he's actual legit an agent running around saving the world, and it just seemed like had a different feel to it. It wasn't the same show, but it was still okay because the character was still there, And then his third season, having established the running around saving the world in the second season, is a little more, I don't know, believable or palatable. Is that a phrase? It's like
a phrase.
I'm used to it.
I don't know if it's the right one, but it works.
Yeah. I'm used to it now. The differences are acceptable. So yeah, it's a Netflix show. It's decent. It's a kind of a spy conspiracy thriller where there's always a bigger bad guy.
Yeah,
that you thought was your friend. Yeah. You always think it's the guy who's always there for you. He's really the bad guy or something, kind of shit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember if stuff used to be better, but it seems like
the more you consume, the more everything seems the same.
Yeah.
The more shows you watch, the more they all seem like the same show. So I think that's basically how it all works. And I haven't really seen anything to kind of change my opinion on that. Keep seeing stuff about Tom Holland and Zendaya getting married.
Yeah.
And anymore, I'm like, who knows? I can't tell shit if it's fake, if it's real, if I should care. Because I see videos all the time. I'm like, what is that? Oh my God, did that happen? And I'll start thinking I'm watching it, and I'm like, okay, the waves aren't reflecting that person. Okay, I think this is AI. like nothing. You can't trust anything anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. There's so much shit now that's like, especially with what's going on over there in Iran. Like, there's real videos, and then people are just making fake videos of things like missile strikes. And it's like, all right, well, there's enough real footage. You don't need to fake this, but I don't know why it matters because I don't know.
Yeah,
We know stuff's blowing up.
It's all gotcha stuff for something else. I did download the Pokemon TCG card game
Well, I've played it before.
on my phone. I'm just doing it so I can open packs and see cards because some of the card art is really cute. And I never walk anywhere, so Pokemon Go was a waste.
Yeah, unless you've got like they've added a lot more spots, so you may be able to get something like from your office where you can spin some stuff.
Yeah, it's still there's. I mean, there's a couple places. If I lived here, there's like 3 Pokestops and a whole herd of Pokemon everywhere. But for my house, there's usually like 1 or 2 things, and I'm driving past a few things. I can spin a Pokestop or what. But it's like this is not doing it for me.
I got a couple of them at work because we've got like a random. Oh, here's a statue out front, and they made it a Pokestop, and here's a piece of art over here, and here's the like outdoor workout area between us and the Department of Natural Resources thing. And so there's like 5 or 6 things that they made Pokestops. Like if I take a big lap around the building, I can catch them all.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of cool.
I mean,
cause...
I played the game some. Like I definitely played all of the against the computer ones, and then the other ones, it very much depends on do you have the 2 or 3 decks that are good right now? Because if you do, you're fine. If you don't, then
I don't even know how to play the game, so
it's fairly easy to pick up. But
I
don't
went
even
through
know
the
how many people even play anymore. They collect.
Yeah. I keep seeing videos of kids with binders and full of like, oh, that card's worth, $5,000. Oh, that card's worth, $1,500. So,
yeah.
Like, okay.
I go to card shows occasionally for like sports cards, other stuff too. They rarely have Magic. Some of them do, but it's usually as like an additional thing they have because they do other stuff as well. But the one that they have in town, the one gym, it's at a high school. The one gym is like 300 or 300 sports card tables. And then they have a whole second gym that is another 80 tables of effectively just Pokemon in one piece. Like one table had Magic. But yeah, One Piece has become a huge thing for flippers right now. And Pokemon has also been there.
Is it just like collectible cards, or is it a game too?
It's a game. So like, honestly, they've done it kind of like the Pokemon model where like there might be 4 or 5 versions of the card. They all have the same text. They do the same thing, but like there's the super rare like manga version, and then the regular version, and then the shiny version, and which that's the best way to set up games because you can still play the game for cheap because the base version of it's like $1, and then you get to the super rare version, and they can be hundreds or thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's kind of the Marvel Snap version. It's like, you can play it with the base cards, or you can pay money to get these, cooler looking cards and be the envy of the guy playing against you.
Yep. That seems to be the way they're going. I mean, Magic is kind of doing that. Like they've got collector's boxes now where all the special treatments are, and then you can get the regular cards a little cheaper, but especially with the commander players, if they only have to have 1 card of each in their deck, they're going to make it upgraded over time to get like oh, well, I'll make that one super special, and then next payday, I'll make that one super special. So it works. I mean, I don't know how you can argue that it's not the best they can do for both players. Like, you've got cheap cards to play, and you've got expensive cards to collect, but yeah, Pokemon is just kids running around with binders everywhere trying to make deals, and like it's become a big business. Like I went to pick up a Target, the wife's prescription, and there were 9 dudes standing there waiting for somebody to show up and stock Pokemon at like 10 a.m. on a Friday.
Yeah.
And like the other time I happened a couple weeks back at a different Target, I went there on lunch to grab some stuff, and it was they were actively stocking, and there was a Target like employee posted there just to tell people, get back, don't form a line, stay back, because they'll go and harass these people that are restocking. So it's absurd. Like, it's to the point where the Pokemon company literally bought one of the 2 companies that stocks those shelves just so they'd have control over it, and people can't sell it out the back to their friends before somebody shows up to stock it. So I don't know. It's crazy. Did you see that one video of the Iranian warship getting blown up?
No.
Yeah, they posted one. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to see because I haven't. Well, this is the first thing we've sunk with an American torpedo since World War II. But yeah, like it detonates below the water and then it just blows the boat up into the air.
Jeez.
And then the weight of it cracks it in half, which is the whole point.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to blow it out of the water. It can't support its own weight. It cracks in half and then sinks. So, like, the thing it wasn't like you're trying to blow a hole. It was just, oh, cool. And now I'm in 2 pieces.
Yeah. I'm just going to turn you into the Titanic here.
Yeah. It
Put
really
you at the
was
bottom.
like crazy to see. But yeah, we got that going. I don't know what they're going to do with all of that. Like, it doesn't seem like anybody in Congress is concerned that we're actively starting wars.
To avoid talking about what he didn't want to talk about.
Yep. They certainly brought the Clintons in to talk to him ahead of time. So
yeah,
luckily,
I didn't get that at all.
They're doing their due diligence. It was funny. Somebody was talking about it, and it's basically like you can tell Hillary Clinton has been doing depositions for so long that she's just a professional at it. Like, they made her do like weeks of things about Benghazi, but nobody's ever going to care about Trump when all these people are going to start dying over in Iran. So I don't know. I'm just waiting for the next fuck up.
So some reporter asked him if he's now Antifa because he's attacking a fascist leader.
Yeah,
that was kind of funny.
He's smart enough to appreciate the humor.
Yeah.
So it is funny though, because there's like a Reddit that just it's like Pentagon Pizza Watch, which just tracks like how busy the various pizza places are around the Pentagon to see if there's like something brewing, and it actually worked because like it spiked up during this, and it was like 300%. It's like, oh, something must be happening, and then by the next morning they were talking about missile strikes.
Whatever happened to asking permission?
I mean, the point they made was we technically haven't done that since World War II.
But isn't that the law?
Yeah, it is. There was a lot of people debating this today. Like, yeah, technically he has a window to be able to get away with stuff for like the first 60 days. And even if they declare that it was actually incorrect, he's basically immune from anything happening for taking presidential action because that's the way they've set everything up. So he basically has 3 months before it becomes slightly illegal. And even then, nobody's going to hold him to account, so it doesn't matter. So we got that going.
It's always legal, or it's what does Nixon say? If I'm the president, that makes it legal.
Yeah, I mean they've taken that seriously. So Supreme Court basically said, if you're president, you can do whatever. So I don't know what who's going to be able to argue with that, because they're certainly not stopping him on most of the things. Like, what they're going to end up doing is putting a stop to all the stuff that he's doing in like year 4, just so no Democrats can get away with it in the future. But they're going to like hem and haw about it for the first 3 years and then step in after it's already too late.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, he could try and stop the election and stay in office longer, or he could one too many cheeseburgers and just have a heart attack next week. You never know.
Yeah, I don't think we're that lucky.
We haven't been up to this point, so I don't know why we'd start now. Do you ever watch Animal Control?
No, I haven't watched that. I've seen it, and I've heard you guys talking about it, but it's not one I've.
If you like all of those shows, you know they're all the same, like The Office, and I mean this one's not as bad as The Office has become now. Like that thing got real cringy, like immediately after it was off the air, with how outrageous everything sounds compared to what today's working environment is. But
well, I don't like judging things. You know, they worked when they were happening. Looking back, that's not fair.
Right. Well, and part of that is like I liked all of the actors in the show, and I'm always happy to see them doing other stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, person from The Office. So like, it's not like, oh my god, I hate the show. I'm just I'll make fun of the jokes. I like the memes. I'm just not sitting down to watch it much anymore because I just don't enjoy it as much. Still enjoy all the jokes and all the people. It was a good show at the time. But yeah, Animal Control, I think they're putting out they're in the middle of their 3rd season right now, or maybe they wrapped it up. I don't know how seasons go anymore. Because like it's getting posted like I don't remember if the whole season got posted or if it was doing something else, but yeah, basically season 3 is available right now.
Yeah, I've seen it on it's on Netflix, right? Or
I think it's Netflix. Because yeah. But we've been watching that and Brooklyn Nine-Nine to go to sleep too.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, between those two, that's what we've got. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, Karen watches the Waltons.
I mean, whatever works. Cousin used to
But
like
she
to sit
watches
around
it
and
and then
watch that.
turns it off. You guys have stuff play all night, right?
Technically,
Or
like at least now, at least it turns off at a certain time. But
mm-hmm.
we go to bed with it on. We just got to turn the volume down way low.
Yeah, I can't do that with the light. It's gonna be darkness.
I'm good with complete darkness, but the wife's not, so I can still go to sleep while she's awake. I went and played Magic this weekend for the first time.
Oh, I saw that you got the turtles thing, right?
Yep, I like the set. It's
one
fun.
deck.
Yes. So the Commander deck is one deck. There's a Turtle team up box that I got because I didn't buy the Commander deck yet because technically for the first week, like it's pre-release week, so they can only sell it at MSRP, which MSRP on a box is like $210, and it'll be closer to $130 once that week's up. So I didn't get anything yet, but I did get the team up because that's not going to be too much different in price, and that's 4 decks again. It's basically a raid deck. It's 4 decks against a raid. So figured we'd play that and see how it is, how it compares to other raid stuff that we've played.
Man, that's cool.
So I looked at some of the cards in that deck, but I didn't look at everything on how it does. It seems fairly straightforward where you flip the card, it says what to do. But I figured we might actually play that some night, and it should be quicker than playing a bunch of Commander.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. We just got a new shop in town that does actual like tournaments and a whole gaming area. Because the other thing we had was just a big card shop that had Pokemon and sports cards, but this one's actually for that. So that's nice. I'll see how it goes. Everybody there was pretty much in my age range and there for the Turtles nostalgia.
Yeah.
So at least that was nice.
I
I think
I've
the
seen
average
it
age
before.
now for Magic is 35.
Oh yeah.
So they've not gotten any younger.
Yeah, it's not really attracting the new kids.
No. It's more like what you move up to if you want to play something again after you've started with the Pokemon or the things like that. But I mean, they're still selling more of it than they ever have before because those 35-year-olds are people with the actual money right now.
Yeah. They have money for hobbies.
Which really, I don't blame them. It's the only reason I'm able to get back into doing some of this stuff now is because I finally have hobby money, or at least enough stuff to sell to fund hobbies, which is kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, if I just sell this and this that I'm not using, I'll turn that into this money and play some Magic, because that way it doesn't come out of the regular funds.
I just got an achievement. I have 300 cards in my collection now.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, the game itself is fairly easy to play.
Yeah, I've gone through the tutorial. I see it. It's most the nuance becomes with the cards you play outside of the actual Pokemon.
Yeah.
The trainer cards and the items and when you can upgrade and swap out and all that shit, right?
Some of the decks are fairly straightforward where it's just, all right, well, you get this, and then you make sure you build up that one character and try and make the same character as the backup later. And just basically, once you build one character up high enough, it's just supposed to take out all their Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of oh, I did a little bit of damage that adds up. It's just like, no, you build it up and then you just do 200 points and crush everything. Or that's what it was like a year ago when I was stopped playing. I don't know.
So do
I
you
mean,
build your deck in this thing?
I mean, you can. I was also able to, go online and they'll just have like what decks are good. So it's
Oh,
kind of like
I
Snap.
meant
You can
you
just
build with
import.
the cards you collect, right?
Yeah. So you still got to be able to collect that card if you want to be able to make the deck. And if you need to get 2 of them, it's a little harder. But you can buy cards too with points if you've accumulated all the other stuff you need. You can just buy the last one. It's whatever. The more packs you open, the more points you get. Like I started out and I was like, okay, well, I'll try and collect, one of maybe not the top shiny ones, but like one of every, normal card in the set. And then they kind of just started pumping out sets real quick. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm not going to be able to keep up. And just took a break. But I mean, it's still a fun game. I very much enjoy playing Pokemon against the computer or on the computer. I don't want to play it in person, but like, I don't know. The game itself wasn't bad. It's just most people nowadays are just trading and collecting and not actually playing. I think it was Saturday was Pokemon Day for their 30th anniversary or whatever it was. Or whatever anniversary this is now. Maybe it's 31. So I know all the shops that I follow everywhere in Columbus were having huge events for it. But yeah, I mean, it is a lot of kids running around with a lot of money in a binder. Still getting scammed at school, just like they used to. Um, trying to think. We don't have any fun chat stories.
Yeah, no.
I feel like the strip was doing reasonably well this week.
Yeah, I kind of
It's been in line with the last few weeks. Like, it definitely wasn't a dip at all.
yeah, just found. I mean, the idea I came up with was basically just pandering to the one fan.
I mean, like I said, to be fair, it's very much a joke that somebody would make in a show and I'd laugh at. And that's fine. That can be the whole comic a bunch of weeks.
Oh
It's a
yeah,
little one-off funny joke like that and call it a day.
Yeah, I didn't feel bad or anything. So
yeah. Well, yeah, I wasn't sure because I knew you were a little like, oh, is it too much pandering? It's like, no, it's the right amount of pandering. You got any ideas for this week?
not as of yet.
We don't have the D&D to glean any ideas from.
No. Yeah, we don't have D&D playing to see what worked, but I had an idea for last week, but it became too cumbersome, so I changed it to what I ended up doing.
Is it something you can do again this week, or it was related to that?
Oh no, I could. I can't. It was kind of a wordy, um, a wordy joke. I can't remember what the fuck it was.
It'll be funny when you think of it again and then be like,
I
oh, no idea.
guess.
New Borderlands coming out soon. I'm
Yeah,
not sure what exactly it
I saw
was.
the.
Like,
Was it out
is there an
now?
official day on it?
I see. I
They
have an
said mid to
update.
the end of March, I thought.
I
Because
thought I saw an update for it.
they dropped the one like mini thing that I popped on and saw, but I didn't get.
Dylan has left the chat. So, it's just me. Dylan has joined the chat.
All right. It likes to kick me out when I'm transitioning between like back to the home screen in some of my games. I don't know why. Yeah, there was something that they had that popped up for the new thing, and I went and started to play it, and died a couple times, and I was tired, so I just gave up.
Yeah, I saw there was something about
Bounty
the
Pack
Ellie.
2, it must have been.
Yeah. There was the bounty pack, and then there was the Ellie paid DLC thing. So
Yeah, that's
I didn't
Q1,
know.
so they have till the end of the month. And Story Pack 2 is not till the end of Q3, so they got like 6 months to make this last. But I see Q2, they're going to have a takedown and another raid boss and a bounty pack, so I don't know. I always like the takedowns.
Yeah, that'll be at least worth getting in and playing, getting the character geared up again.
Yeah. It was always nice to be able to pop in with everybody and just run through a couple of those. Didn't take a bunch of extra work. I don't know. I mean, sometimes we forget like the Borderlands 3 came out over such a long period of time to get to where it was. Like, we got a good 5 years of playing that before this game came out, so
yeah,
it's not like they got to put out everything all at one time, but there's definitely dips.
Yeah, and I came into Borderlands 3 late too. So Jeff and Chad had been playing it for a while, and
were we that late on it?
I was. I didn't come in till it wasn't. I mean, when I came in, the Malawan takedown was all there and everything, so I didn't know about any of that.
Yeah, I don't remember when all that actually started up. I'm just hoping this comes anywhere close to like the fun of doing Handsome Jacks, because the whole Jackpot DLC was just like, it was funny. It was fun to play through. I played through it multiple times. The other ones were okay, but like, I don't know what it was. It was just, you had to replayability, and
Yeah,
I feel like this is now sunk into. All right,
yeah,
well,
and it's
just
like
keep replaying this.
Yeah, I liked the jackpot. I love the jackpot, honestly. That was fun. It was funny. There were there was good stuff to get from there. I mean,
Right.
that's where Seeing
Stuff worth
Dead came
farming.
from, and yeah, people had to have that, and the launcher that would basically annihilate stuff. That was from there, and just good stuff. And then I liked the Love and Tentacles. That was a cool world, just because it was so alien and eldritch horror kind of. So yeah, they did it right, and I don't understand how they've gotten so lost in a short time. They've just lost what made it work.
Yeah. I don't know. Because then, well, this is still 3, but like the Ultraviolet was also a fantastic, replayable, pretty short. Like you just came in, you
Oh
ran
God,
through
yeah,
it.
give me that all day. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can't do that for the first one because they need more content to come out right now, but like that could definitely be a bounty pack for, Q2 if they did something in that style. But like right now, I feel like the only time I get much of a big improvement is for 1 or 2 pieces of gear with the correct spread launcher on them, and I'm not farming 100 hours to get one good gun to not do anything with because there's nothing else to do with it. Just for them to raise the level cap right after that.
Yeah, and honestly, the only thing I farmed religiously was the bod, because every time I got a new gun, I would shoot it, and I'm like, yeah, bod kills this thing faster.
Right. It really,
I
really
mean,
was.
there in Borderlands 3, the flipper was awesome. The butcher by the end was awesome. Especially with flak, it could just basically never run out of bullets and fired forever. Uh, so many guns were great that you had
I
your
also feel
choice.
like different characters had different guns that worked for them, and now everything is spread launchers or nothing.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's the power disparage difference they put in it. I mean, I remember that first day we started playing, and when Chad came on later, you were like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to play strategically. You're gonna have to duck behind cover once in a while. You know, you don't have the automatic healing that just kind of I haven't taken damage for a few seconds. Okay, my health bar will fill up. Now you have to have this device which takes away pulling a trigger during battle. You have to hit this. I don't know. I like what they did with the grenades and the ordnance. I like that, because I was never a run around with just a launcher kind of player in
Right.
Borderlands 3. So having a choice between launchers and grenades is fine. And grenades win because you made the fucking crit knife, but that was your fault. And then
Right.
that was their fault. And it's still good, even though they tried to nerf it. But there are builds for Amon. There's builds for I think Harlow has one with launcher that make launchers OP
Yeah.
and let you basically run around with that all day.
I
Fun.
mean,
Yeah.
I like the different flavor of the characters. It's just whatever fun thing they do all comes down to cool, you can do that fun thing, but you still need the launcher.
Well, yeah, Borderlands 3 had that problem too. You had the Moe's was good if you had some things, but genuinely, you're going to have trouble with her at the beginning. Flack fucking dies all the goddamn time. Unless you're doing the fadeaway, he's gonna die before you kill the thing.
Yeah, at least the
But
Flack
by
though, you
the
had the
end,
pet.
they
I always
balanced
liked
it out.
Right.
And with this, Amon, I had the hardest row to hoe here when we picked our characters. Amon is not good out the gate, and I'm thankful that I played him first because I didn't know how easy it was, or how much, or if it was at all easier in the other lanes.
If you knew how it was before that, you probably would have not
Yeah,
leveled
if I
Amon.
knew I could just walk through a fight and hit my action skill, and hey, look, 2 guns pop off my shoulders and start killing everything for me. Oh, that's great. That's easy. Or I can throw out the clones and they kill things in the air a lot easier. I'm not looking up, running into shit. That's because Borderlands 3, Borderlands 4, I hate things flying. I don't want to track things through the fucking air.
Yeah, I'm not great at that. Just getting
Not
old.
good at it all. But being able to throw down a whatever the Vex's clone that has a shotgun, yeah, sure, that's good. Or pop out the turrets and they shoot it. Or even Harlow has shit that basically slows them down, right? The gravity thing, so. You can lock them down.
I mean, they got the big energy ball, so
yeah,
I'm sure some flavor of that energy ball slows.
Yeah, she just nukes the entire screen, so you don't have to aim. But
sometimes that's what I want to do.
Yeah, Amon. Remember how like Zane didn't have an action skill, and on activation anointment was like shit for him. And then they gave him the shoulder turret, which was an on action, which lets him use those anointments, which opened up playstyle with him entirely. The fact that Vex can pop out her clones, go down, get a second wind, and her clones are still out is vastly superior to Amon's. I pop my action skill. Oh crap, I'm down. I come back for my second wind. My action skill's gone. It's just fucking gone. I don't have it anymore. Okay. And same with what's his name? Rufus, Raphael, whatever his name is. I forget what his name is.
Oh,
Rafa. Yeah, he pops those turrets, and you go down. The turrets are still shooting. The turrets get you your second wind, and you pop back up. Like that. There's we're not playing the same game at that point.
Yeah, and I don't know when they would address that. Like if they would wait till like this first setup to give them the extra option. I mean, there should be a new.
Isn't the new character supposed to come out with the first DLC?
Yeah, there'll be Cash, I think is what his name is. Coming out with this one.
He's another robot. He was something like, a dealer. He's like a dealer in one of the casinos or something, and he's gone to.
With how crappy they've made leveling, I feel like they should just give you the new character at 70 or 60 or whatever it is now. But
yeah,
they're not gonna.
Did they do a level increase? Is it still 50?
I don't go up? They hadn't as what, like, when I logged on this week, it wasn't. I don't know if there'll be one with the game. I haven't seen that. I don't know. Did they normally announce that ahead of time?
Uh, usually,
They
like the
should,
day it's
because they
coming out,
didn't
they'll
before and they pissed people off. But
well, it's usually right after a farming event that they would give you a level increase. But there was
and that's what
always a
pissed
level
off even more
increase.
people last year.
Yeah, there
last
was
time.
always a level increase when it was tied to a DLC.
Yes.
But
So,
I mean, this is the
based on
first
what
time
they
I've
used
turned
to
my
do,
PlayStation
that
on
should be.
in a week or more. Because I have this smart TV now, I can watch Netflix through it. I don't even need to fire up the PlayStation. So.
Yeah, I mean, I stopped by for maybe one day this week to turn on the PlayStation, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where, like, back in the day, it's like I can't play a video game and draw the strip.
Right. No, that's fair.
I mean, if it was a like, I would rather than playing Last of Us, I'd rather watch a YouTube video of someone doing a complete playthrough. Because then I can freaking do, something with my own hands.
Yeah, I mostly play while I'm watching other stuff. So it is usually the secondary thing that I'm doing. But yeah, I can see that being when you have to go down and don't have everything set up.
I have discovered in the last couple weeks, the last 2 strips I've done, that I've gotten back into that Pocket FM. It's kind of anime stories. They feel very much like an anime script, but they're like little novelizations, and they each have their own little world and they have their own powers and thing. And I was like 500 chapters into the one story, and the chapters are like 8 to 12 minutes, so they're not big. But I kind of rewound it back to the beginning and just let it play. Even though I know some of the stuff, I remember some of the stuff's going to happen. It's been so long since I listened to it, and if you start one, there's usually like maybe 100 episodes that are unlocked when you first do it. And then you get to the point where, like, this is the last free episode of the day. And you can, Google Play, buy some tokens to unlock the next episode, or you come back tomorrow and three episodes have unlocked just, in normal time. But listening to those stories, I can sit here and draw. And it's just playing on my phone. It's like no different than a TV being on and making noise, but I don't have to look at it. So it's. I know I was just like 100% more productive with those playing. The only time it was a distraction was when I was trying to like voice dialogue when I'm trying to like, okay, what is this character actually saying? And I had to like pause it to like say out loud, speak in the character's voice, kind of get through the writing the dialogue, and then I could go back to it. And somebody even made a comment on Reddit. Good dialogues feels very natural, and I was like, oh, hey, cool, thanks, man.
I mean, it did, so that's why I thought it was funny. Yeah, I like if I have to focus on something, I need like music, and if I'm just doing something that I've always done, just has like doing repetitive daily tasks, then I can do more words and podcasts and things. But
yeah,
I have to go back and re-listen to some podcasts because I just completely forgot what they said on half of it because I had spaced out.
Yeah, and that's the same with these stories. Sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm listening intently, like, oh God, what's happening? But the one story I listened to, I really like the magic system in this world. You have the normal elemental schools. You have fire, water, air, earth kind of stuff. Magic all associated with those. But then you have light and dark as well. And when this character that you follow comes into this world, he's kind of reincarnated into a child who died in childbirth, but he then gets put in his body and it wakes up, kind of thing. It's kind of a weird beginning to the story because it starts in an entirely, our world kind of thing, and then at some point he leaves that world and then ends up in this fantasy world. It's kind of strange, but when he first discovers, oh, this world has magic, that's really cool, and he's an infant, he can't really speak and he can't understand what the people are saying, but he can recognize people's actions and what they're doing, and he feels like the energy coming into him when the midwife kind of is trying to heal him because the baby was stillborn. And when he kind of wakes up, he's like looking around like, what the fuck is this? Oh shit, I'm a baby. This is gonna suck. And then she casts a spell and he's like, wait, what's that? And so since he was a child and with the consciousness of a 26-year-old man or whatever, he could recognize this difference. And then from infancy, he's exploring these energies and these powers and stuff. So it's kind of neat just to see from that perspective. And he comes into it with a video game kind of mentality where he's like, okay, light energy, she's doing that and she's healing me, she's using light energy. Okay, if I want to harm something, I'll use dark energy or dark magic. And at some point he kicks himself. He's like, you idiot, it's not a video game. Dark energy is just the absence of life, not anti-life, kind of thing. So he goes into this, but each time he gets into a problem, he's like analyzing the magic from a very much our world scientific method type, breakdown to the thing. He goes into a school and goes into the department because even though it's magic, it's equal healing and evocation kind of thing. It isn't like clerics and wizards. It's like magic is magic, and you can use the energies to do whichever. But he goes in there and they're like regrowing somebody's limb they got cut off, and they bring in this like wooden template, and they're like matching up the template to see which one is closest to his arm, his current arm that's remaining. And they use that as a guide to regrow the arm. And he's like, why don't you just look at the arm that he still has and match that? And they're like, what? And he's like, how much do you know about anatomy? And they're like, well, we know where the organs are and we know what blood. And he's like, these people, they're so stupid. It's like, as soon as they learned magic, they gave up on all other sciences. And it's like, yeah, that's what a world would be if a world had magic and magic could solve the problems. That becomes your science. So it was
pretty much
kind of neat.
That's kind of what
it's
people are
my
trying
whole
to do
problem
with AI.
with Harry Potter.
Like, hey, pretty sure if they can just get AI to do it, they don't have to learn how to do it. And if you don't know any of the fundamentals behind it, you're not going to be able to.
And when there's a blackout, no one knows how to feed themselves. Yeah. But yeah, so it's neat, and he like is considered this genius when it comes to healing because he just sees pathways that they've totally overlooked. And he gets, pushed to the front of the class, and he's like, fuck, I can't do this. If I can't do this quicker than anyone else, I'll stand out, and they'll, start wondering what the deal is, and they'll find out I'm really this, 30-year-old person in a body of a 12-year-old. So, yeah.
Can they accuse him of being a witch when he's already actually a witch?
Yeah, I don't know what he's guarding that secret. And there's also there's another element to the magic. A lot of the magic is hand motions and verbal commands, and basically they are shaping the magic with these rituals that they have built over centuries, and society has adopted. This is how magic is done. But really, there is a whole mana magical energies actually exist in the world, and they could tap into that. Individual people don't realize that they have a well, a mana core within themselves that they draw their own energy from, but they can actually bring in the energy from the world and kind of refill that well within themselves. But most people don't know it exists. And because his awareness has been alive since he was reborn, and he's constantly analyzing ins and outs of it, trying to maximize his efforts and figure this world out, he discovers the world energy. And when he does that, he basically becomes an awakened, is what they refer to this. There's certain people who have discovered this, and they're referred to as awakened mages. And magic is very guarded in this world. So if one mage makes a discovery or creates a spell that's super effective for this certain situation, they don't necessarily tell everybody. That becomes their lifeline. That becomes their bread and butter. It's like, oh, I invented Facebook kind of thing. I'm now super rich because I have this one spell that no one else knows. So when the first awakened, happened, he didn't tell other people that he has this access to this endless pool of energy. He just used it to, climb to the top of the ladder. So he's got that secret that he has to hide from everyone. All his classmates are like, why is he always, we're out of breath and we're out of energy, and he keeps going. What the fuck? He has to come up with more and more creative ways to hide that he doesn't have to actually cast these spells. He just kind of shapes the energy and throws it. But anyways, listening to that story and those stories on that site really kind of frees my hands to do what it needs to, and my eyes to focus on it.
So is it like a book on tape where it's somebody reading the story, or is it a bunch of voice
actors?
Yeah,
it's actually kind of strange because there's hundreds of stories, and they're all different genres. There's fantasy, there's romance, there's all these different genres of stories on that app. Some of them have AI generated images that play along with the story. So while the story's being read, there's a computer generated image of what the character is, and monster that just suddenly popped out of the cupboard that they had to fight, kind of thing. Not all of them have that, and some of them have it for the first 60 episodes, and then it disappears. It's like they haven't generated it for all of them.
Well, once you've made it 60 episodes, I think you're caring about the story.
Yeah. By then you're into it. Like when I restarted this story, it had those images for the first like 100 or so episodes. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. That's not how I pictured that character at all, but okay. And then because it's AI generating these images, they aren't always they don't always best represent the story, what the story is saying. Like sometimes the things that they describe in a story don't really make sense outside the story. So when the AI tries to fill in the blanks, it looks like a little kid in a karate outfit when really he's supposed to be, dressed. He's dressed in armor made from petrified mushrooms or something, kind of thing. So
yeah, sometimes
it doesn't
very
always
much hit
fit,
or
but
miss.
it's pretty, kind of thing. But the other one that I listened to before, I haven't got back to it, or haven't gone back to that one because I really like this Supreme Magus one. I like that magic system in that world better, I guess. Is My Vampire System is the other story I listened to in the past.
Is this like a single person that writes it, or is it like a team putting this out?
No, I don't know who. They don't really credit an author. It's just, on the app. So it's probably a team of people writing it. But it's like I said, it's very anime like. The Vampire System one is everybody has powers in this world. Everybody has like some kind of, like, somebody can stretch, somebody's fast, somebody's strong, somebody can turn their skin to stone, all these different things. And these aliens attacked, and everybody had to like come out of the woodwork with these powers, because these powers have always existed. These families have always existed with these powers, but they always stayed hidden. Then when the aliens attacked, they all came out to defend the world, and now everybody knows about them, and now more and more people come out, and hey, look how prevalent they are. And because they are prevalent, everyone starts to pop up with these powers. Well, the main character doesn't have any powers. He doesn't have. His family didn't have any, and his parents are dead, and they just left him this dumb book, and he can't even open it. It's like locked, and he's about to graduate, like high school, and go into the mandatory military service. So the day before, he's all depressed, and he's trying to open the book for the 100th time, and he knocks over something. He cuts his finger, and when he cuts his finger, a drop of his blood falls on the book, and it flips open. And he gets this voice in his head. It's kind of like a video game. He has to earn experience points and do so many things, and he gets powers like a vampire and has to drink blood, and he's weaker in the sunlight, and all this crap. And it's like watching Dragon Ball or something. It's so anime. It's just really the only way to describe it. It just feels like okay, you just wrote this down after watching an anime episode, because everything is episodic. All the powers start off little and they get bigger and bigger, and they have names for the moves. They fight beasts, and inside the beasts are these cores that they use to make gear. He makes these bladed gauntlets, but he needs to kill so many bat creatures to get their cores to do it. It's so anime, but
yeah, it's one of those things where they make it seem like, oh no, this is very normal in this universe to just do all this weird stuff.
Yeah, it's like it's very video game, very anime, but it fills the time and breaks up some monotony, lets my mind. It feeds the ADHD, so my hands can keep moving on a task. But I did
that's what I've
notice
been.
the last couple weeks listening to those stories. Like this week's strip, I finished it Friday night. I mean, I woke up Saturday morning and I sent you guys a screenshot of it. Like, here's all the text. It's written in. I just got to rough in some background because it looks kind of empty. So I did that while you guys looked at it, and I was done. You know, it was like 11 o'clock Saturday morning. I was finished with it. And that's usually because I'm watching some show I've seen 100 times. That doesn't happen. When I'm supposed to be drawing, I'm looking at a TV. So if I have to suffer these anime stories, I will. It's weird. It feeds the ADHD monster, but it doesn't really influence what I'm doing at all. It's just a noise.
Right. Yeah,
And it's
I get it.
you would think being conscious, being aware of the phenomenon, I could escape it, but I can't. I still need it.
Yeah, way too much of my day is now spent trying to focus enough to get through whatever I'm trying to get through.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If I have to turn my head from the computer and look at my phone for 5 seconds, it's not me goofing around. It's me breathing. It's me taking a breath. No different than so and so with their standing desk. Every so often they stand up. It's the same thing for me. Just this is how it's done. Well, it doesn't seem like Chad's coming back.
No, I think we've hit that point where we can call it. I don't think anything else is going to happen.
Yeah. And I could just talk about this same bullshit over and over, and I think people want that. Yeah, I don't really have an idea for this